Welcome back to It's Time for Yarn. Today, I am putting together a box to send to my cousin Jennifer. She lives in Mississippi, and she has always been interested in crocheting, but kind of didn't really have enough time. And she attempted several years ago and didn't like her progress, and so she threw it down. I was like, forget it, I'm not doing this. She had a small child at the time, and now her daughter is 4, so she's old enough to kind of play and entertain herself a little bit, so she can then sit down and do some crafting, some things on her own. So she, being my cousin, is very supportive of me and has been watching my videos, and she said, gosh, I'm like excited about this. I want to learn how to do this. And so she really slowed down one of my videos and picked up her hook and some yarn and watched it on repeat, like rewound, watched over and over and over my color pulling video on the plaid where I used the granny stitch. And so she learned how to make a granny stitch blanket just from watching that video. She didn't follow the pulling with the colors on the yarn, but she just followed the stitch and made a blanket. She ended up having to frog it and redo it, and I said, you're officially a part of the club, welcome. Like, we've all done that. And she was so disappointed, like, man, I gotta take it out, it didn't work right. I'm like, it's fine. And like, we all do it, no big deal. So I was thinking about, since she's been so supportive of me, for me to be a little bit supportive of her back, because we all know that this hobby can be pretty expensive and yarn is not cheap. So I pulled out some things in my stash and I was like, what would she like? What would she enjoy working with? And I found some hometown yarn. A couple years ago I made some hats with these and with little puff balls on the top, and they were adorable. But I had, like, this one's partial, it's a partial skein, but I had some that I hadn't used yet. And then I got some of this yarn. I had to cake it up because it was coming up all over the place. This is Meadow Song from Yarn Bee. I got it on clearance in my latest Hobby Lobby adventure. So I thought that these colors would coordinate together well. So let's talk about the ones I chose to send to her. This is Louisville Julep. So this beautiful mint teal color. Love that. And then I had this yellow. It's a Yarn Bee. These ones that were caked are Yarn Bee. They were like a total mess. But I love this yarn. This is my favorite weight of yarn, texture of yarn. And it makes a great blanket, so I brought it anyway and caked it up. I was very patient and untangled it all. This is just labeled yellow. Then I had 2 Meadow Songs, and I had to work hard to untangle these. But I just loved all of the colors that were in there. I love the way that it was spun together, and I just really think that they're going to be so beautiful with this yellow and these blues. I got this blue here. This is San Diego Navy, and she actually is retired from the Navy, so I think that's kind of appropriate to have a navy. I debated on sending the navy, but I think that with those purples and blues in there, that it would be able to coordinate in with the other colors. Now, these pinks over here, they're kind of interesting because I bought these 2 pinks from Joann's not too long ago. Actually, I think it was last week, in their clearance bin where they were having 25% off of the red tag clearance. So this was $3.97. These were marked that. And I got these because I knew I had this color in this yarn at home. This is Hometown in Providence Pink, and I knew I had that already. So I bought a couple. And then I got it home, and the Providence Pink that I have is just a little bit more pink than the new ones. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but this top one is just a little more pink, and the bottom one is a little more like peachy toned. And they're still beautiful, and they're close enough that they'll coordinate fine. But I loved it with these. Let's see if I can hold these together. No. To see if you guys can see my vision for the coordination. I'll take a picture and insert it so that you guys can see how I see it all together. And so, like, this is a corner to corner that I made with my clearance yarns from Michaels. This one, I was so disappointed. I ran out of the teal and green, so I had to use up a little bit. I had to go hunt down a color to use. They only had a pink left. Hi, Vita. Hey, sweetie, I love you. But anyhow, so that blanket has a pink corner with a little bit of purple on it, but I still think it's cute. It worked out fine. So I am thinking about doing a tutorial on a corner to corner. She's following my tutorials, and so maybe she would be able to use these in a corner to corner or something similar. So I am excited to box these up and send them to her as just a little fun thing, because I love her. And Jennifer, if you're watching, I love you. Then I did have a couple of things I want to put in here for her daughter, who's 4, Charlie Rose. Hi, Charlie Rose. I love you. So Joann's had these on clearance. I think they were like 70% off. And so I'm planning on putting some packing tape around the wands here so they don't leak bubble juice all over her pretty yarn. So Jennifer, I'm sorry if it's hard to get off, but I had to do what I had to do, okay? And then I got this cute little watermelon sidewalk chalk. They have a really great patio concrete slab that it would be perfect for Charlie to go out and play and draw with a little watermelon. I tried to coordinate, you know, try to be cutesy and like, oh look, they coordinate, but this is more red. They didn't have a red bubble, so I'm like, I just got pink. But anyway, so Charlie will have a good time with those from Cousin Erica.
What is that? It's sidewalk chalk that looks like a watermelon. What else is hidden in there? See if there's something else hidden in there. Maybe there's something else. I don't know.
Yarn.
Oh, more yarn. Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, this is fun. Oh, that's it. Bubbles and chalk, girl. Oh, if it was not storming or about to storm, we would go out and play with that right. Go.
Thank you, Erica.
Yeah, here's your bubbles.
Thank you.
You want me to make you a blanket out of this stuff? Oh, it's so soft. This is awesome. Thank you. What is that? It's so pretty. Oh, my goodness.
But I am excited to share my love of crochet with my cousin, but also with you guys. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, no matter what time it is, it's always time for yarn.